Hello, back at it with another video. Great to see you all. I'm Will, here to talk about things that I find pretty interesting. I'm from the UK, if you've never been here before. I talk about stuff that I find interesting, educational, reflective, emotive. Those are my angles. So here today, we did a 6-shot check-in. Now we're doing 12 shots in. So I've had 12 shots of Mounjaro as of the time of recording. Been at it for a little bit, under 12 weeks. And I just wanted to talk about how it's been so far. So last time when I touched on this, the first 6 weeks were tough for me. They were tough, okay? I had a lot of side effects. It was kicking my ass in a lot of ways, if I'm honest. It was rough, okay? This time, it's been rough in a different way. So, side effects were basically non-existent now. I'm really managing it well. I'm still on 2.5 milligram. Great stuff. Glad to hear the medication's leveling out in me, because I really needed it to level out. But Eli Lilly, the manufacturer of Mounjaro, as anyone who hasn't been living under a rock and is interested in Mounjaro knows, is that they are jacking up the prices. And I'm really not happy about this because life is expensive enough in the UK. I don't know, you guys probably know this if you're from the UK. If you're not, I'll tell you a bit about that. You know, our minimum salary is about 35k, right? So we don't have like the spending power of like a lot of other, like America, for instance, right? Like the cost of like tirzepatide or Zepbound in the US is like a lot more than the UK. It's absurd, right? And it shouldn't be, but their system is their system, and they have like insurance problems and whatever. So, you know, as per the rest of the world, the UK, until the end of this month, will have really cheap Mounjaro, right? And Eli Lilly put out a statement about this saying like, hey, we're just having the price be more in line with the other developed countries, because the UK was quite cheap because we were kind of apparently a test demographic or whatever. But it's really annoying because for me, I've not even been on the medication very long, so not in the grand scheme of things. And I'm still on the starter dose. So the starter dose is not going up that much, but you know, things aren't super concrete, right? This is all coming into effect on the 1st of September, so this is still just before the changes take place. But I'm feeling very torn up about it. I'm feeling very, do I continue? Do I not? I honestly think I'm just going to grin and bear it because I'm going to probably have to deal with the price hikes. Thankfully, I'm on a lower dose at this point, and like I'm getting a lot of impact and a lot of value out of a lower dose for me, just because I'm like super reactive to it. So I'm still losing weight at a really good rate. You know, in 12 shots of the medication of 2.5 milligram, I've lost 16 kilos or 2.5 stone, 35 pounds. That's, in my opinion, a great result. I'm really, really happy with that. And now I'm thinking of going up to 5 milligram, but I'm getting 5 milligram pens and I'm not necessarily going up to 5 milligram. So my plan is to, instead of have a shot every 7 days, I'm going to go down to every 5 days and see how that affects me, because some of what I've been learning is that you can balance out the highs and lows of the Mounjaro in your system if you reduce the space between your doses, based on what I've been learning about from some doctors. Talk to your own healthcare professional. I'm just an idiot on the internet. Don't do anything I do. Do your own research. But I will be taking half doses of the 5 milligram pen, so I plan on taking 2.5 milligrams still, but decreasing the spacing of the dosing. I feel for me, this might steady out the side effects. I don't really get side effects much anymore. But it felt to me, given the price hikes that were aforementioned, that it would make more sense for me to get a higher dose pen that was actually still in stock, because for those who know, in August 2025, if you look back on this, there were some pretty extreme stock shortages when this all kicked off. So I was really, really lucky because it happened on like a couple Thursdays ago now, and I learnt about the breaking news like literally, like pretty much within 10 minutes it was first announced that the price hikes were going to happen. And I was lucky enough to get in a bunch of orders for the 5mg pen. So I thought, I want 2.5. It's still doing a lot for me. Let's stay on 2.5, but let's get 5mg pens so we can have better value for money and it can last longer, right? And I managed to get a hold of 4 pens, and there's also been a lot of judgment in the kind of Mounjaro UK subreddit I feel I've seen of like people being like, you guys suck for buying a bunch of pens, right? And like I can kind of empathize with that position because, you know, a lot of people really struggle to get their doses in. My wife's also on it, and she's really struggled to get the dosage she needs. She's on 10mg. I'm only on 2.5 at the moment. She's been on it a while longer than me, and it really feels like, you know, the higher doses especially, you just can't get them. You can get some of the lower doses like 2.5 and 5, which is why I'm glad I got a bunch when I did, and I also still got them at pretty low prices. Very happy about that. But if I do this new schedule, I should have maybe about 6 months stock from 4 pens. If I keep on this schedule for a while, we'll see how we go. But enough doom and gloom. I want to talk about how awesome Mounjaro has been for me, especially this past 6 shots, because it's amazing because of the weight I've lost, but also like there's other health benefits that are kind of coming. I don't have like any other health conditions I'm aware of, but like this feels different to me and how I lost weight. So for me, before I lost 8 stone just like normally, naturally, without any like medical support many years ago now, 10 plus years ago, I managed it. And like I had more energy, but like I didn't feel like this. There's something about tirzepatide that is having me feel less inflammation. I feel less sore in general, and yeah, you could say that's because of the weight loss, and you know I'm still like losing weight, but like I'd like walked a half marathon. I just for context, right now, as recording of this video, I am 157.2 kilograms, right? That's still really heavy. That's just under 25 stone, okay? I'm a big guy. I'm 188 centimeters, 6'2". So, you know, kind of makes sense. I also like have worked out fairly consistently for a few years now, so I'd like to believe some of that's muscle, and I'm pretty good with my protein macros and whatnot. But I've never walked that much in a day, ever. It was 33,000 steps. A lot of steps. That's crazy. For me, that's a huge achievement, because like it demonstrates to me that I'm getting healthier in a way. And like, yeah, I was on holiday and I was like roaming around, and I was on my first solo holiday. You know, a lot of extenuating circumstances that wouldn't exactly add to a concrete, consistent data set. We don't have A/B testing of this, but 33,300 steps is about 25 kilometers, and a half marathon is 21.1 kilometers. So I walked a half marathon in a day. And you don't get me wrong, my muscles were very sore, but I still kept roaming. And like, it's so liberating. It's so amazing to like be able to do that. For you thick friends out there, larger compatriots that are watching this video, you will probably understand this really well. But for those of you who do not, being really heavy really sucks, because everything feels like a ton of effort all the time, and you just don't feel like you have choices and options because you feel just bad in yourself. You feel bad about existing. You feel bad about taking up space. You feel bad about sitting next to somebody on public transport because you got a big butt. You feel bad about just standing around smaller people because you're worried you've taken up all the space and they're really mad at you. And I had this on the plane, to be honest. Somebody just like got up and moved. They expressed quite a bit of disgust in my direction because I had the middle seat on the plane, which kind of hurt. But I know I'm trending downwards. I know I'm doing good things for my health. I know that I'm losing a bunch of weight at a really probably a kind of fast rate, to be honest. But it's not even just the weight loss. It's like my body feels just like it's working better. Like, even, I've lost more weight than this before. Like, a couple years ago, I was 144 kilos. And I was going to the gym like 5 days a week. And I felt good. But like, this feels different to me. This, like, I don't know if there's some kind of inflammation condition I got that I was unaware of. But like, I have flat feet and my flat feet just hurt a lot less now. I don't know all the science on it. I know people are saying it's amazing for inflammation and PCOS. But like, yeah, tirzepatide, good stuff for me in my specific medical condition. This is not medical advice, but I love this stuff, and I think I'm going to have to keep taking it no matter what, because it feels like a really good financial health investment for me, because my food bills have gone down. I'm eating less, but I'm feeling full. I never used to feel full. I used to eat so much food. That's how I got to 30 stone, dude. And, I've been losing since October last year. So like 10 months now. Like, and then tirzepatide, I started 3 months ago. And wow. Like, I felt good after like working out naturally for like 7 months. Right? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm on the upward trend. And then these last like 3 months are just rocket fueled this stuff. Rocket fueled it. It's amazing. Thank you, tirzepatide. Eli Lilly. I don't like that you've raised the prices, but your medication is absurdly effective. GLP-1s, great stuff. I'm planning on being on it for life. It's giving me good health benefits now. And if there's more problems down the road that it causes, I had a great ride, I'll take those, I don't want to spend another 30 years being overweight and unhappy and like not being able to shift the weight in a healthy, managed way where I have headspace to do things. This is great. I feel unlocked. So if there's health complications long term, I will take that, because we are having some valuable time right now. And we'll have some valuable memories to look back on. But that's me. That's where I'm going to leave the update. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Good luck, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.